Hello, everyone. Sorry, I wasn't looking up at you, but I was just putting out some messages to the groups I'm in, just to have see who will join us today. This is the last show of 2025, people, and joining me is the one.
No. It's not the last show 2025. That's this
Okay,
time next year, sir. This time next year, sir.
I got my numbers mixed up. Sorry.
Yeah,
Let's
just
try that
a little
again.
bit.
This is the last show of 2024. Next time you see us, it will be the weekend of 2025. Ouch. Unless you see me on some other shows beforehand. But, what is it? Tomorrow's New Year's Eve and Thursday's New Year's Day. So, is it? No. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. Wednesday's New Year's Day. I'm going to get this right somehow. But, anyways, joining me is the one, the only Mr. Tom. How you doing, Mr. Tom?
I'm doing fantastic. However, I do think it's genuinely important for comedy to point out that the show is 2 minutes old and you've already fucked up twice.
There you go. So I'm
Why
on
not?
a roll. I'm on a roll.
Why not?
Well, let's just go out. Let's just go with a bang. Yeah. I'll say it. You know what? I'll say this. This isn't like a I've been I haven't worked in like 10 days. So like my the way I work, the process that I go through on a Monday isn't there. I didn't work today. I just got up and what did I do? I don't even know what I did.
What did you eat, Gary?
What did I eat? Oh, today, what did I eat? Let's see. What did I eat today? Oh, you know what? I had a protein shake. So I could have eaten out, but I was like, nah. I had a protein shake to start my day. I had some. What else did I have? I had some pizza. What else did I have?
Sounds awful.
Yeah, I can't even remember what I ate today. I know I've had some beer. I had some tea, some coffee. I had a cream soda. What did I eat today? Oh, I think I had
Cream
McDonald's.
soda is really nice, to be fair.
Yeah, I think I had McDonald's. That was it. That's what I had midday. So we're gonna say hi to everybody, and then we'll get going here.
Yeah.
Anders, welcome to the show. I'm sorry I can't speak in your native tongue, but thanks for joining us. Happy New Year to you.
Just do what all English people do. Just speak in your own language, but a little bit slower.
We got Russ in the house. Welcome to the show. Russ has joined us. Thanks for joining us. We got Steve in the house. Steve oh. He says hello from the land down under. Got Anthony in the house.
Where's he from?
The Aussie Gooner. Where's he from? You're a funny man.
Big idea.
Big up from Anthony. He says hi. Anthony says hello.
Mr. Herbert.
Yeah. When is the Flags in the Dark? When are the Flags in the Dark? That is a show that's going to be, it's funny. It can be a special show. That's probably not going to, it's one of those things going to be like, on the dark net just because of the, only a few people are going to know about it. But, those who do, if you know, you know, right? That's what they say. If you know, you know.
That's very good. That's good.
All right. You've been too far. You know what? I've actually been good this break. The last break, I killed myself. This one, I've been a lot better. Probably some of the drugs I've been taking make it a little bit easier.
Chocolate truffles, they're delicious.
Oh, nice.
I have them once a year. It's very nice.
It's a treat. Cool. We got BX in the house. I want a soda too. What is that?
Soda.
What is that?
I believe it's how he says soda.
Oh, okay. Is that how they say it in Carolina?
Well, it's because he done it in the second message as well. So I believe it's a trend.
Okay. Speak English slower and louder so foreign people can understand. I hear you. Tom, put the bottle of soda down. Yes.
I was holding it at the time, to be fair.
Yeah. Is that
truffle?
I don't even know what that means.
They're quite fancy, to be fair. They're made by Marks and Spencers.
All right. Well, we're expecting Tony. Spencer won't be able to join us today. He's got stuff to do that's more important than this show, which is all right because I do that too. I like.
How many shows did you turn up for in 2024, Gary?
Oh, a lot of shows, but there was a big dip. I think at some point.
Lost the summer. You took the summer off.
Pretty much. You know what? I went to see my kids. I said I went to see my kids and my
Yeah,
dad.
that's commendable. In all
One of those
seriousness,
trips when I didn't do when I didn't do one of my shows. So came to see you. Went
that's
for
true.
went for some grub and a couple of beers.
The buffet, the greatest place on earth.
Yes. Andrew says Happy New Year to you as well. And
Hello, Anders.
yes, Happy New Year
got
to
the
all of you
points.
guys. If I'm saying it now, but we'll say it again before we go. All right. So here we go. It was a good weekend all around, right? And we'll start with since there are levels to this thing. I tell everybody, and one level that Arsenal has not reached this season, at least I believe since the start of the season, has been sitting after a week or so at the top of the table. And this is what, the second week in a row now you're sitting at the top of the table, or this is just a week now?
I think we've been there a couple of times this year, but very fleeting based on how tight the table is. So like, we'll go top for like a week or a day, and then Sheffield United to get a point.
Yeah.
Or Sheffield United then get a point and go above us, and then we win a game. Whatever, like, it's very up and not over by any means. To be fair.
Not over, but it's I mean, I don't know about you, but I'd rather be at the top of the table.
Oh yeah.
As long as I can, and not only that, but you're not like just the head. You're up by 2 points now. Yeah.
To be fair though, we are up by 2 points. That is true, but we have the same record as Sheffield United because obviously they got the points deduction.
That's not your fault.
No, you're right. That is what I was going to say. Absolutely not my fault. It's not. Pay your transfer fees on time, and you'd still be second because we've scored shitloads of goals.
There you go. All right. So before we get going, we got somebody in the background, and he looks like he's all dressed up, ready to go somewhere. But he's going to join us anyways, and it is the one. That's what I'm going to say. He's just the one. I hope there's only one.
I hope for everybody's sake there only one of me.
But it's a smiley face. Look at little smiley face. Just seen Tiffany Stratton, hasn't he? Little face.
I just heard you not call you. It's your fault, Tom. It's always your fault.
It probably is.
You know what? I'm sorry I said that. I did say it's not his fault, didn't I? Yeah, Mr. Tom, it is your fault that they dropped 2 points. You probably are the one that made that call.
I made a call. But no, in all seriousness, and obviously I know a lot of your fans are here for Arsenal, so I'll keep it brief. Sheffield United, go fuck yourself. Chris Wilder, the Sheffield United head coach, has been spending interview time talking about Leeds United. Talks about Leeds United more than he talks about Sheffield United. I believe it's Alex Ferguson style mind games of like every week going, we're not the best team in this league. Leeds are. It's like, well, thank you for that. Thank you for at least saying the truth. But I know you're doing it to like get us to feel the pressure or whatever. But point is, still, he says this. Then he started complaining about the fixture list because he had to play Burnley and then West Brom. And I think he's got Sunderland at some point in next week. And it's like, yeah, Chris, we've also played those teams.
Yeah, but so did he did they just like change things on him all of a sudden mid-season? They said, you know what? Here we go.
Like it's unfair that he has to play Burnley at Christmas. It's like, we've played Burnley. We've played you. We beat your team. We beat you. But anyway, sorry, just make it off. It's like what do you want them to do? Let you play Plymouth twice over Christmas?
Just say fuck you, Sheffield United, and we can move on, Tom.
How do you end your sentences, Mr. Tom?
Sheffield United, go fuck yourself.
There you go, people. And joining us right now, also, we've got Lolo in the house. I think Lolo is still. Where's Naji? We'll get into that as well. It's been a interesting interesting kind of week or two now. Arsenal is sitting. I think we're sitting at fourth at one point in the in the last couple of weeks or so. But since then, teams have seemed to drop off. The only team, the hottest team right now is Forest. But we'll get into all of that and then some. But Lolo, thanks for joining us. I think Lolo is still hanging out in Texas.
Do you know who scored yesterday?
Hee-haws.
Oh no. Who scored yesterday? I know who scored yesterday. You know what? People? Mr. Tom's favorite pal. Ron's son.
Yep.
And there he is with his big pal, Mr. Tom, back in the days when they used to hang out on the pitch.
Tom has a gigantic head, and there he
it's it's a big head on a little body. Yeah.
Listen, there are vile people out there that have been saying you don't like Aronson, you whatever. Like, how dare? I'm like, that's not true. I never ever called for him to be deported when he put the ball over the bar during the first half. That is not a thing that happened, Gary. It totally is what happened, and it's easily provable. But still, I may have called for him. We've all called for our mates to be deported, haven't we? At one time or another.
I don't know. I've never called. No, nobody's done that. Only you. It's your fault. That's definitely Wayne Rooney. All right. Sorry. All right. There you go.
I don't think I've ever asked for Gary to be deported back to England.
There you go.
I'm willing to bet that's not actually true.
You don't think it's that? You don't think no?
I can easily believe it. Yeah. But no, to be fair, and certain individuals, for argument's sake, we'll call them David Villamartin. Oh no, wait, that is who it actually is. But for argument's sake, he may have sent me he may have sent an image where basically was like, after the things I'd said, that I need to eat humble pie, which is obviously not what I need to eat all, because he's my mate. As that image quite clearly proves, despite the fact that I was very tanned on that day. But to turn it back around to Arsenal, I couldn't help myself, and it was very quick. I was like, I need to change that pie. I need to Arsenal up that pie. So how do you turn that into Arsenal? Stay humble, my friends.
Stay humble pie. Oh, that's the greatest. Yes.
I couldn't. I will never actually say my own jokes are funny, but I was pleased at how quickly I could turn one pie into another.
Oof, that's this. They got their first. They got a win. They got a win in their last 5. So there we go. So
as long as you don't do what he did with the pie in American Pie.
You know what? Yeah, you just had to go a place that nobody asked you to.
Tom asked me.
No, he did not. I didn't. Unless you're reading the man's mind, which I don't think you can, because you can barely even read your own mind, and it's talking to you right now.
Tony Turner is the sort of man that he would literally be caught with the gun at the back of the corpse's head, and then he would turn to the FBI and go, "Tom made me do this," despite the fact that I'm fucking 7,000 miles away in a different country. And I'll switch my phone off.
There you go.
Coincidentally, obviously. Not because I then told him to do it and then switch my phone off. That'd make me look even more guilty. But you know what I mean.
So let's get into it, though. So
talk about Poland.
Let's get into it. You know what?
Don't mention Poland, Tom.
So as it stands right now, Arsenal is 9 points back of Liverpool after tomorrow. Actually, New Year's Day. So we still have 2 more days. So until next year, that's the way it will stand. Arsenal and Liverpool both have a game in hand on everybody. There's a couple other games going on. I guess Brentford and Everton also will be participating in those games. Does Liverpool play tomorrow? Is that how that works? I think they're
Eric,
playing.
can I try and just quickly do a crossover segment from another show that we all know and love?
Uh-oh.
Hello. My question of the Arsenal week is, which team have won the most league points in 2024 in the top 4 tiers of English football? I'm going to give you a clue because I'm really generous like that. They begin with L and they rhyme with weeds.
Leeds?
They play more
Ding,
games
ding,
than
ding, ding, ding.
You know what? You get a trophy for that or not? Because I mean, Arsenal has like been one of the top teams, in points and whatever, either English football or whatever. And what they've accumulated for that?
Jack shit.
Nothing. Actually, Lolo's thinking wrong.
To be fair, the last time Leeds accumulated the most points in a year, we actually did get promoted from League One to the
So
Championship.
hopefully that's a sign.
I'll need it to be something.
Yeah. Can you get a trophy? You said you have not seen them win the trophy and move up. Is that right?
Well, because when we did win the trophy, it was during lockdown, so we couldn't go outside to be like, "Oh, hey everyone, we got promoted," despite the fact that no one in my street supports Leeds United. So that'd just be me.
So you could have done it.
When's that ever stopped me?
You could have went outside. But all right, let's get into it. Premier League, right? Arsenal sits third. By the end of the week, they could be sitting in second, 2 points ahead of Forest if they want. Still, pretty much 9 points back of Liverpool. Chris Nix joins us. Chris Nix's team, West Ham, did not win, but his team, Liverpool, did. So he's got the best of both worlds. But anyway,
Nixie.
What's that?
Oh, that's trying out a new nickname. Nixie.
Nixie. All right. So Arsenal.
Not gonna work, but still.
Last time, I guess they went on a bit of a run. They beat Crystal Palace twice, and then followed that up with an Ipswich win, which everybody said. I thought we would be able to do better against Ipswich, and then Ipswich today showed Chelsea what it's all about. What is it all about? And you know what? Today's game epitomizes kind of some of the games that Arsenal have played this season. They've had the most chances, but guess what? Chances don't count for goals. And Ipswich had chances too, but they finished theirs. So it pays to be clinical. It pays to get the ball in the net. I guess, Tony, how do you feel? Arsenal third. Good chance to be in second by 2 points by I guess by Wednesday.
We've been subpar, but still got the win. So happy.
Cool.
But still don't want to see Jesus starting every game, and that looks like what Arteta's plan is. Yeah. I want to hear rumors about who we're getting because the transfer already open up, so go get some players.
Tony, you don't believe in strike the iron while it's hot?
I believe you go get players that you
okay. No. That's not the question, and you're like going off into a different. Let's bring it back. Jesus has scored how many goals in 2 games? You telling me you don't want to see him play the third game? Why?
It was against Palace.
He scored 5 goals in 2 games. How many players have done that in this season that you know of off the top of your head?
Well, what has he done for 11 months?
I don't care about that right now. It's what have you done for me lately? That's what we're talking about. Why he should not start for Arsenal, and you don't want to tell me that when a player's is in form and clicking, you're telling me you shouldn't play him, and I'm asking why.
Because he's not that good of a player, Gary, because he went 11 months without scoring.
Who cares about what happened 11 months ago? Why did you care about that? The man just scored.
For
He
11
just
months,
scored 5 goals in 2
up
games.
until a week ago. What did he do when he came
I
on the
don't
pitch?
care. Do you
He
care
did
about
jack
that?
shit.
You know what?
Yes.
You don't care. You don't care what happened the last 9 months. If going forward the next 4 months, Arsenal does their job.
It's like you hop on an amusement ride.
If Arsenal
and you're going through it, and it's all full of rust, then suddenly you drop. That doesn't mean that the machine did a good job for you.
All right, here we go. So Tony, end of the season, Arsenal sitting top of the table. You don't like it because we were sitting in second, third, and fourth for the better part of November, October, December, right?
That's different than scoring
No.
goals.
I'm asking you a
Zero
question.
goals.
You don't want to answer that either. So you just want to just ramble about nonsense.
You're drilling for oil for 11 and a half months, and it's dry. I don't think you like that feeling.
But then the next month you drill in the same place. Guess what? Oil sprouts. You go, crap. This is terrible because the last 11 months I've been getting nothing. But now I'm getting oil. But I don't care because guess what? The last 11 months I didn't get anything. But you know what? You're getting oil now. I don't care. That's what Tony thinks. He's only mattered about what the pain he went through, not the happiness he just had a second ago.
Gary, did he help us in the league last year?
You're pitiful. You are pitiful, and Mr. Thomas.
Jesus is shit. We need a better fucking striker, Gary.
What are you talking about? Everybody's on the same page as you. I'm not talking about what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm talking about what's happening right now. Right now, Jesus is on a roll. You keep that player, and you see if you can tap everything out of that performance as you can. You don't go. You don't go back. You make no sense. You make no sense.
You make no sense, Gary.
You make no sense.
Guys.
And as Director John says, you get a free beer. Yeah, a free beer is open up your fridge. I tell you right now, Director John, open up your fridge. There'll be a beer in there.
Forget that you paid for. Forget that you paid for it, and then it's free.
Whoa! Don't even go there, Mr. Tom. Go to your fridge. Open it up. There's a beer in there. I have no doubt. Say thank you. You're welcome. You know. All right, okay. Mr. Tom. Tell me this.
Can I give you all my Arsenal player of the week? Are you ready?
No.
Jesus. I literally just paid that while you were arguing. Good of it.
That is great. See, look, Mr. Director John, he likes me, so there you go.
Tom, you should quit your day job.
What was wrong with that?
I thought it was funny, Mr. Tony. No. You didn't think it was funny?
No, that's why I was saying he should quit his day job and this comedy become his real job.
You don't understand what that phrase means, do you? They didn't tell you what that means.
I heard him say you shouldn't quit your day job.
Yes, I said it differently than normal. I didn't say.
No, I didn't realize.
All right. You know what? You're nonsense. I block it out.
It wasn't nonsense. That's why
Yeah, that's why being nice.
That's why I blocked it out. Oh man. So, Mr. Tom, Arsenal, should they be upset that Jesus hasn't delivered in the last 11 months, but in the last week and a half he has produced, so we should not play him anymore?
Well, no, you go with your hot hand. You went with him for the amount of times where he wasn't scoring. You sure as shit have to start playing him when he is.
No, but you're Tony, and Tony says you don't do that because that's stupid because he hasn't delivered.
Tony's fucking wrong, obviously, because I've been saying the same thing about Brendan Aronson, and I fucking know Brendan Aronson's playing on Wednesday. Regardless of what I think, he's playing on Wednesday. Partly because we've got no one else to play there, because Brendan spent Christmas with Daniel Farke. So that was very clever on his part, to be fair.
I'm just saying we need a real striker, Gary.
You're talking about something that can't be fixed today.
You've got a striker, Tony.
No, we don't.
Don't make me do the thing.
No, you're gonna do the nonsense.
Hey, Zeus!
That is terrible. That is a terrible joke. That's a dad joke, man.
Well, why did you crack up rolling all over your chair, Gary? That was a bad joke.
I saw it.
Because it's that bad, Tony. You don't know.
Gary was doing this is good shit.
No, I never said that. This is so stupid. That's what I was actually saying.
Gary was loving it.
I'm not
loving
going to
it
delete
like
that
you do
in case
when
I ever need it.
All right, so
you were loving it like you join us watching wrestling, Gary. You're just like a little kid inside.
Not true. Not true.
He just kicked him in the baby maker. That's funny.
That is not what?
In the baby maker.
So here we go. Here we go. Arsenal against Ipswich. Tony, tell me, what should Arsenal have done?
What should Arsenal have done?
Yeah.
When get 3 points.
And they did that, so you're happy, right?
Yep.
All right. So you have nothing negative to say about the game.
I always do, Gary.
Why aren't you happy about the game, Tony?
Well, why aren't you happy with the game?
I asked you first. Answer my damn question.
Can I guess why you're not happy with the game?
No, you're gonna say some nonsense that I don't want to hear.
I'm not going to say some nonsense. I have a very astute point, which I think is fair based on all the Arsenal comments that occurred that evening.
Tell us, what is it? What did we not
basically, like? I think what you are going to say, maybe in probably more words than I'm about to, is basically you got the points, but you probably should have won by a lot more than 1-0.
We're squeaking by our pants there, Gary. Not good.
Yeah.
Needs to be better.
You know, some people will say you should take the win and move on, and other people will say, you know, like me, anyways, will say, yeah, I'll take the win, but like I always go by performance, and the performance wasn't that good because the performance, like if we continue to repeat that performance, Brentford, who's probably a better team than Ipswich, and Brighton, who's probably a better team than Ipswich, and better team than Crystal Palace, will probably do better against us. Yeah, Brentford has been hot and cold this season. Brighton has been hot and cold this season. They were sitting a little bit higher on the table at one point, but now they've kind of dipped down, probably where they're going to stay in that mid-table area. But they can get at you if you don't perform. If you perform where you can't, they made a mistake and let Trossard get to the edge and get a cross in. Right? I didn't really see that opportunity come up again. We weren't that good on the set pieces in terms of getting opportunities there. I mean, Jesus did have one, and not Jesus, sorry. Gabriel did have one. He should put that on target. We had probably a couple of other opportunities, but I don't even think we hit our mark in terms of kind of what I feel like is what we have to do in terms of shots. I think we had only what is it? Had 13 shots, and I don't think we can. We're not going to have a good day on 13 shots. We had 5 shots on target, but
but we won with one game. We had 13 shots and we had 9 on target. 5 in the back of the net.
13 and 5 is not what you just said, or it's not what I'm saying. 9 shots on target is a good day, but for us, typically that means we're heading close to 20 shots in a game to get up to that figure where you're sitting there having a 1-to-2 ratio or 2-to-1 ratio on shots and on target. So for me, that's like, at least from what I've seen, if we're going to go by the stats, that's what it's going to have to be if we're going to have a good day, because we need to get 2 goals for me to feel comfortable in a game.
What buttons is it? Is it triangle, Tom? Is it circle?
Sorry, repeat that. I heard it, but I wasn't sure.
What button do you hit? Shoot it. Is it triangle?
For me, on FIFA or Pro Soccer, to do a through pass would be triangle. I usually have I think circle is the shoot.
Yes.
Oh, I can't remember whether I actually do change it. So square is the shoot. But the point is you want to shoot more, right?
We need to shoot more, yeah. And I don't think Ipswich held us back from getting shots off. Once again, I still feel like we're too busy worrying about the next pass. So
it's the whole fact that we're just this machine that Arteta wants for players to do these set things at set moments, at set points of a field, and people grow. You know what they're gonna do, so that's why teams stop us. What are you doing, Tom?
I'm preparing for when the comment is made.
no, I don't even want to. This is so stupid.
I'm Hogan, and I'm not tossing myself off. To be clear,
Anthony, why are you doing this to me? But first off, we talked about Leeds for about 93 seconds. That was 90 seconds more than I had planned.
Can I kill two birds with one stone? Can I answer John's question and Anthony Herbert's question at the same time?
So this is the next one. And so presenting to you Hulk Hogan answering.
Let me tell you something, brother. I was standing there right at the top of the mountain, dude. But then Gary was there like some real American hero. And I was like, no chance, brother. And then I was like, who am I going to wrestle? I'm going to talk about Leeds United, dude, and brother, and all that, brother. And then I was like, am I going to fight you, or am I going to fight the Jap, brother?
What, brother, Jap?
Yeah, let's move on. Tony.
The Jap, brother, dude.
Shut up. And welcome to the show.
That's what Hogan said once. That's not me being
racist. You said it. So, and then you said it again because Tony made you, right? Even though you're going to tell me, Tony was going to say that you made him say.
He's not like a tickle elbow that I just tickle and he just.
No, we're not talking.
We're moving dude.
On. We're moving on. The McManus Gaming channel has joined us. Welcome to the show. I don't know what kind of games you're into, but
yeah, brother.
Yeah, that's a lot of brother. Yeah.
Brother.
Segment, as I'm going to try to nix that from the show. I just think that's bleh. It's just like, first of all, I hate it. I hate it. No, we don't even want to say the name anymore. We want to move on, brother.
Two people in the chat. Hogan yay or Hogan nay, brother?
Nobody. Nope. No. If you say yay, you're out for 5 minutes. Just enjoy your timeout.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. Should I bring back Michael Jackson?
No. I don't even know if I want that back. I've been trying to nix a lot of the segments on this show. For some reason, the lawyers are so busy. I don't know what's going on. It's Christmas time. They don't want to work. But anyways, let's get back to the football.
Yeah, lawyers never want to work, Gary, but they want to bill you for hours that they don't work.
Now you want to talk about lawyers.
Gary's like, if you ain't talking about a football, brother, you can stick it, brother.
There you go. I stop talking like that. This is terrible. I don't even know. Anthony, you're adding. This sounds like no. I don't even know what that means.
Mr. Hanky. Here comes the howdy ho.
Oh man. Here we go. Anyways, once again, Arsenal needs goals. They have one attacking player on the bench. Guess who, Tony?
Jesus.
One attacking player on the bench. Did you not watch the game?
Don't watch all the game, Gary.
Do you not see who started? Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That would be, yes, I could see that.
Yeah, bro. Cup of coffee in the big time. cup
That
of
is-
coffee.
Yes.
Say
You
everything twice. Say everything
yeah.
twice.
Well, you know what? And I don't know if that segment's coming today, but what I will say, Steve-O, is that on a good day, my favorite clip, and this is probably a Vegemite moment in the future, but it goes something like this. I just love that.
I just love how Tom tugs on it 5 times, gets it open, takes 3 big whiffs, then just bites into it. Then
Yeah.
all hell.
So Ozzy Guna got
breaks
it.
loose.
The answer was Ethan and Wary, but Tony's thinking about everything else because he knows nothing about football.
Hey,
Did I say it out loud? Damn it!
good.
I've been trying to hold that one in. Sorry, Tony. It just came out.
You need to check Ray and who wins the season predictions.
Yeah, well, Ethan and Wary was on the bench. We needed goals. We didn't use them in the game. Zinchenko, if it's Zinchenko, some people saying Zinchenko. I don't know. I don't consider him any kind of a attack-minded player in my eyes, anyways. And
He likes to fill in the middle.
yeah, it doesn't help us attack better. And Anthony's
Overloads
this
the
is not a
side.
wrestling show. We don't do wrestling here. Stop asking for wrestling stuff because only Mr. Tom's going to want to do that. Isn't it? I don't even know what the Ultimate Warrior even sounds like.
I do kind of have something ready to go.
Oh crap!
He sounds like Savage, but with just more cocaine in him.
Yes,
Mm.
it's
So,
it goes from
Hey, it's a little bit of Hogan and a lot of Randy and a lot of
they're all
cocaine.
just massively coked up though, aren't they? And then just shouting. To be fair.
mm.
Speak to me, warriors!
Oh, all
And
right.
then he sort of rambles on about parts unknown and the cockpit and all that stuff. I don't know what it means. Oh, Colgan. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I can see the life leaving Gary.
Yeah, I just
Gary's
don't.
life
I don't even want to. This Anthony guy's got he's bringing me down
Why are you blaming him?
because he's the one who keeps asking for nonsense. I'm trying to
Ask
talk
for
football here, and all he
nonsense
keeps
all the
asking for some
Say
wrestling
hello
stuff.
to the bad
Yeah.
guy.
He's a goal threat, and that he concedes them. You're damn right about that. When it comes to who's better, what's the better chance of somebody scoring is whether it's Zinchenko's guarding them or not. And look at this. He's even going, and you've got this guy involved now. Yeah, the McManus Gaming. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, but I'm gonna go. That's what I'm gonna say.
Tom, have you created 2 fake accounts?
Yeah, and you know what? Get your drugs right. Ozzy Guinness says Warriors not into all that other stuff.
Annie Herbert is definitely a real person because I've sat on the stream with him.
No. This guy, I don't know what his name is. That's what I mean.
McManus Gaming.
Yes. So as I was saying, I was looking at a stat for every 2 shots that in where he takes, one of them is on target. The man needs to shoot more. He doesn't shoot much, but when he does shoot, the second one, if the first one's not on target, the second one is. Your friend, no, you can. I'm having fun having you here. This is just how I deal with it. So don't take it too personal.
No, when Gary's basically giving out about something you're doing, he secretly enjoys it. Or as he would just say nothing. Quite frankly.
I just want to know how many of those beers Gary's drank this evening.
Not much, man. It's only Monday, so I have a whole week. But here we go. So Tony and Wary, you want to see a lot more of him, right?
Yep. And they said his name when Odegaard was out.
Very true. Me and you on the same page for once. And where he should get more minutes. I mean, he's only played 146 minutes this year. That ain't going to do it, folks. That's not going to do it. Is it? Let's see.
Yeah, at one point he scored 4 goals in 143 minutes.
All right, that's probably well in the Premier League. He's only had 117 minutes, but I think that's in the cup matches. He's had a lot more, of course. Let's see what that number is. So, and where he has played over, he's played over 360 minutes. Skelly's already got over 400. What I find interesting between the Skelly and Nweri is you can see where Arteta is more comfortable and more confident and trusting of his players. He's trusting in Skelly to play left back in any situation. And in where all he's done is perform anytime he gets on the pitch. And
I think, Gary, if you walk into Arteta's house, everything's embroidered LB because he loves his left backs and he keeps getting. He's got one like every transfer window. It's ridiculous.
All right, so yeah, this guy says he's not your friend. So I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, no, it definitely, definitely, and where he should have played. As soon as Odegaard went off in the Brighton game, we should have said, and where he get in there and see what you can do. Didn't see it then, and barely saw it after. Yeah. Anthony just wants to talk about Arsenal now after giving me like 20 questions on wrestling.
I think he gave you 20 questions on wrestling.
Oh, it's my show, so it is me. I am DWTT. DWTT.
I mean, let's be fair.
You gonna go count?
Yeah, well, I was intending on that. Oh, here we go. Question, Mr. Tom, can you do your Hulk Hogan impression? Then Paul Bearing impression now. And then what we doing? I've got Macho Man Randy Savage impression, please. Very polite McMahon's gaming. I'm a Warrior impression, but basically, yeah. I do have one for Arsenal related fault though.
No.
Do you think if Arteta had accidentally fired once while he was at school, do you think they would have spent 5 years calling him Fartel?
That's not even funny. Say it again.
Farteta.
Yeah, it's too much. That doesn't even flow right off the tongue.
Neither does Arteta, but you do it all the time, Gary.
Hey, leave me alone.
I just enjoyed that 10 seconds of silence that I just created.
Yeah, I didn't know to go with that one. But yeah, Arsenal should go shopping. Yeah. Go get. They should get one big splash or two medium splashes.
I agree with Ozzy
I would go with the 2 medium. I think we need a winger and a striker.
Yeah, somebody said you can get Gyökeres or Isak. You would say nah.
I like Isak.
So then you're okay with the big splash.
We definitely need a striker. Read tons of articles of us needing a striker. I mean, you went through it earlier on the season on it, how that's been our problem every year is scoring goals, yet we go and buy an attacker. That's been hurt pretty much the whole time he's been here. Not much of Calafiori.
Well, wait, which attacker are you talking about?
I'm saying you kept saying we needed an attacker. That's where we went wrong the last few seasons. That we keep buying all these defenders and we need an attacker.
I think Arteta doesn't understand that he can bring in any player and get them to work in his defensive system. But he can't. He hasn't figured out how to bring in a similar player on the offensive side and get them to work.
Yeah, but he turns his offensive players into defensive players.
That's like I said. He doesn't understand how to get them. Like their primary job is to create opportunities and score goals. Then on top of that, can you also? We're gonna have to track back and make tackles once in a while. Yes, that's gonna be part of the job. But for me, as I said, I'm taking Isak. If 130 mil, I'm like if it's 150 to get the job done. I say just if Rice is worth 100, right now Isak is worth the 150 for me. Because Isak, even not given a full season's worth of work, is better than just any striker we've had over the last number of years. So, and if we can rotate him in and give him some rest or whatever, do it. So
I think we definitely need to go for a Premier League proven striker.
Now, who is that? Besides Isak?
There's a few other. He's the main one.
No, I know. Okay, who is that besides Isak?
I went Gary.
I'm asking you. Well, you need to call a friend. Tom, give him an answer. Striker in the Premier League that Arsenal could use and get something
Chris
out
Wood.
of them. Chris Wood. He's our second or third striker, but not a starter.
No, the reason why I've said this a few times on various shows. The reason I always bring Chris Wood up is a big fucker up front never goes out of fashion and will always be of use to someone.
Yeah, but we have a big fucker in Kai Havertz and.
No, that's not. He is not a big.
No,
he's not.
no,
you don't even.
He's not.
Tony,
no.
Tony, get two glasses now. Your
Kai
glasses
Havertz.
are fogged up. You can't see a thing if you think Kai Havertz is a big striker. Come on, dude. I'll take Kuna. How much is he worth? Because you said you don't want to spend. You might not. You want two players. What about Kuna?
You have actually more chance getting Kuna. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Tony.
Yeah.
It's probably where you should go at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think a left wing is definitely something we need. But if you're going to do two players, it would have to be somebody at a lower cost point. Kuna would fit the bill. Gyökeres, if they could sell that to him, like he doesn't sound like he wants to come until the summer, which I find interesting because his manager just left him mid-season. And if you think about it, if you went up to him in the summer and said, "Guess what? What if your manager just left you mid-season? How would you feel now if you could have came to Arsenal in the summer? Because that's basically what happened. Yeah, strikers are not what they used to be. All right,
I agree.
And you know what I think? I think it's because it's difficult skill to master. And nobody wants to take the time. It's easier to do everything else than to do that thing, which is, for me, I think it's just it's a mental and a physical thing in terms of mentally be prepared to take shots at all times. If you're a striker, you're in the box, you should be expecting that ball to come. The best strikers are either expecting the ball to come, but go and strong enough to go get it, got the good footwork to make people miss. And they have the power without any space to get the ball out. All right.
Different skill though.
Different all skills, but they like if you can master some of those, guess what? You'll be all right. Right?
Would you say that we have forwards now instead of strikers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
All football has changed in that. The goalkeeper is now expected to have the skills of an outfield footballer.
Mm-hmm.
And then teams wonder why they concede so many silly goals based off the fact that their goalkeeper doesn't actually have the natural skills of an outfield player.
Yeah, I for me, that's like once again,
for example.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. People are, you're asking people to do things outside of their comfort zone and then complaining about it, and it's like, well, like for me, if you're a goalkeeper, what is it? One is as a goalkeeper, you need to be a shot stopper, right? Like for me, distributing the ball under pressure shouldn't be that close to it. Should be a little bit further away from a shot stopper.
It should be commanding your back line and
there's many things you have to do before. Like, guess what? Can you under pressure get that ball out from under your feet and get it up the pitch to one of our fullback, out to the fullback, or straight through into the midfield, right? So, yeah, I think 150 is fair enough here. 145 and they get Tom. No, there you go. Tom,
cheaper or more expensive?
Huh?
Come on! I'm not 4 million out of it. I thought he was offering. Sorry, I thought he was initially offering like 500 million, and then it went down to 145 plus me. That's value, baby. especially if who is it for? Kuna?
No, that's for Isaac.
Sat there and went, I need someone to tell me all the Hulk Hogan quotes. I'd be like, I'm yours for 300 million.
Oh man,
I'll fucking throw in Savage for 5.
Yeah. See, here's the thing, Ollie Watkins. I would rather spend extra money and try and get Duran if I had a choice in the matter there. You know what I mean? He's still is he really feeling it over there at what is that, Aston Villa? Oh yeah, right. It's Aston Villa, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
How about you? He's not really attached that much. He hasn't been there that long. You can just pull him away, Yeah, 70 mil. That's fine for Kuna, but
he didn't start. He didn't start 4 games in a row. Did he start tonight? It's first time.
I don't know. He had a red card, so he definitely didn't play today.
What Watkins?
No. Watkins should have played today because he should have played today because of the red card that Kuna got. Which I find interesting because people, I don't know if you saw it, Mr. Tom, but a lot of people were bringing up the the whole like Kuna gets a red card for stomping on a player's chest, but Arsenal has had a player get choked out, had a player get groped, had 2 players in one game take elbows and punches to the head. Nothing was given. But Duran stomping on the chest, which it wasn't even a stomp. I mean, he definitely knew what he was doing, but it was, just as blatant as some of those others. Oh, it's a red, But there's no bias. These guys aren't, they're just to the letter of the law and all this crap. Yeah.
I think VAR is applied disequally because they're incompetent, not because they're cheating.
No, I do, but it just kind of sucks that we have so many examples. Yeah, I just have too many examples. If Arsenal take a punt on Darwin Núñez, it will pay off. It's not working at Liverpool, but there's a talent. Yeah. That's the thing. I don't want all those. There's too many questions on Darwin Núñez. I'd rather take Kuna. I'd rather take Mbueno. I'd rather take Wissa. I'd rather take all these other players where I don't have as many questions. You know what I mean?
Well, we don't have the time or space to take these rejects from the top teams.
He's going to be upset when he comes to Arsenal because he's going to be asked to do a lot more than he probably did at Liverpool. Much less that, plus struggling with his own game. You know what I mean? I'd rather have somebody whose game is actually where we know it's it's okay at level, and then maybe they'd be asked to do a little bit more on the defensive end.
They'll be cover for a defensive midfielder would be one of his jobs.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Darwin Núñez might be expensive too. So got Lonzo joins us and says hello to everybody in the chat.
Hello, Lonzo. How you doing?
Yep. Awesomeman would be. I would take it, but it's just one of those things. Is that a learning curve that we have to deal with, or will he come in running? Right.
I've got a new wrestling character to bring into the fray.
Oh crap!
You've all heard of the $1 Million Man, right? Well,
is that
say
Ted
hello.
DiBiase? Is that Ted DiBiase?
Yeah, but say hello to Tom, the $17 man.
I don't even have any money to show. I got zero.
I've got $17. Damn it!
There you go. There you go. We haven't seen
Random on the
Stefan. Have
floor.
you seen Stefan? Has anybody seen Stefan?
He's probably wanked himself to death due to beating Chelsea.
You know what? Yeah, he probably is a little bit high right now. I'm not, high on life. $5 million for Tom. They are laughing with that deal.
I need to get the cheapest suit money can buy. I need to spend $17 on a suit to be like, I'm the $17 man.
Duran could be a one-hit wonder. I don't know about that. I mean, if we're taking a hit on Sesko, Duran, I think he's played in the league. He's played in the Champions League, and we've seen him perform. So, I don't know.
Here's your human
before we continue, I got a couple things here. If you haven't subscribed or liked, please consider it, people. You know why? Look at this, Mr. Tom. As Ozzy Kuna says here, we are 6 subs from 200.
200.
You can hit 200 tonight if we get the right number, people to join us. Yeah.
Excuse me.
All right. So we got a couple days left tonight. Duran was a red card. He's so he's out for 3 days, right? It's a straight reds 3 days, right? So he's gonna get rest. So he'll be hungry when he comes back. 200 subs in 2004. Let's make it happen, people. And of course, Alonso has to bring up your favorite. Did he score today? Did he score today? Oh, you know what?
No,
he couldn't have scored today because guess what? How many goals did Chelsea score today?
Chelsea scored. Fuck all.
You know what? You can't. You know what? Michael Jackson cannot join the show when he doesn't perform. You know what? The man's got to perform to be showcased on the channel. And that's usually when we bring it up. We don't bring it up when he's having a bad day. Yeah? Yeah? All right. 195, 5. Just there we go, people. Let's add it. Let's get it up. All right. Yeah, so we talked about we just kind of we went looking at strikers. I say Osman, Gyökeres, and then we'll see how much money we have left. Now, if those deals cannot happen because they've said no, but you have to ask. We can't just assume, how Arsenal is, right? They don't want to get told no. Go get your man and put down the money. He's going to pay extra because it is that time of year, but you're going to pay extra anyways, no matter what you do, right? No matter if it's a middle of the table player or a top, a high level player, you're going to pay a little bit extra. But if it helps you, think about it. If you were bringing in a Isak, right? Isak might help you on a run to get up there and compete with Liverpool late in the season, right? But he could also help you get deep in the Champions League. I can't play. Yeah, deep in the Champions League, right? Because he's not cup tied there. And can he play in any of the domestic cups? I don't know how that works. The domestic cups, he's only cup tied in the sense that he can't play against his own team, right?
Yes. What player are you talking about?
Isak.
If he plays in the FA Cup in a couple of weeks, then he cannot play for any other team in the FA Cup.
Okay.
But he could play for you he couldn't play for you in the EFL Cup if he's already played for Newcastle in the EFL Cup.
Okay. Yeah.
But obviously he could play Premier League games and things like that. But,
true.
Why would you buy him if he couldn't play Premier League games? That's a silly comment for me.
Thanks, Ozzy, for pushing the show on Instagram. Thank you very much. Yeah. No,
he's obviously a gentleman of sterling taste.
There you go. No, if it's, dude, we just brought a goalkeeper. We don't play. We just brought in a goalkeeper. We can't play him. We played youth. I think we played more youth than he has played. Right. So what that made no. Why don't you just? They should have just spent the 25, 35 on the goalkeeper they wanted. Be done with that. And move on. But now we got a goalkeeper who more than likely he hasn't played a lick for us. Do we even know if we got anything with him, or should we go get the player we wanted? Right.
Yep.
So for me, that sounds like we're going to be looking for a goalkeeper again. And I did have it. I've heard the word is that we are looking for a goalkeeper again, and it makes sense because this one we have now, and you know what, we might have to send it back anyways, right? Because if we need to we need to bring another player, we might have to bring him in and loan them. We've got 2 loans right now. Sterling, I think, Sterling wants to fight for his position. I hate that when we hear that. I hate when a player says, "I want to fight for my position." Dude, you were healthy. We didn't want to play you. Now you're injured. Now you're injured. You want to fight for your position. The math ain't mathing for me.
It does in Arteta logic, Gary. Lego logic. It makes sense because somebody saying, "Oh, I need to play," it just perks up his tits and he's ready to go.
No, I hear you.
Get out there, boy.
We got the table up here. I don't know what the table's up for. What
Director John very kindly decided to update the Premier League standings for the purpose of your show, Gary.
Oh,
so I thought you would not mind if I took the liberty of putting it up. And Mr. Herbert, you may be remiss to think that in the corner of it is the show We All Love Leeds, which is obviously the show where we discuss our love of Leeds and all the memes that I add to the shit. Anyway, plus things like Mr. Tom's question of the week.
There you go. I actually created a video for that. So
you did.
There you go.
You did, and it was very good. And I'm not doing the sarcastic thing when I say it's very good. It's not. It's actually very good. I could not make what Gary sent me. I'll tell you that now.
Cool.
If you'd have gone, Tom, I dare you. You have to replicate the video that Gary made for your question of the week, or I'm going to shoot you right now. I'll go. Let's save the time. just empty the clip into my brain. Let's just do everyone a favor. Let's save some time.
The entire clip.
Yeah. Now you know what? Alonso, we got Trossard. He scored 3 on Liverpool. I mean, we got one of those type players. I think we just need to use him in the best positions and the best roles on the squad. I think we overuse him. So yeah, you answered this question here. Yeah, we all love Leeds. That is Mr. Tom's channel, along with Full Nelson. So check that out whenever that's on. And Tony's got his drop kick, missile drop. I don't even know what missile drop kick. Did I say it right?
Yep.
Yeah, one of those things with the drop kick with the missile. Check it out. Where he's chatting it up once in a while with the folks.
Once in a while, I've been doing time every week, Gary.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I've been slacking. I haven't been pushing it out there, so my bad. Little flicker here. Lights. Everybody's home, so all the power surges are getting more often now. But yes, you see where Arsenal's sitting right now. Liverpool has a really strong grip on the top position right now. Gonna need some blips from them, but they're showing what was it? Who they just beat 5-0? Who did they just play and beat 5-0? I don't remember. But anyways, 5-0. Oh, West Ham. I think Arsenal scored 5 on West Ham. So at least we're holding par in terms of performances against similar teams. But yeah, those six draws is, I think, what killing Arsenal. We should have a couple of wins out of that. That would have made a difference. Anybody else? Chelsea today. They played Ipswich. They didn't look good. Did anybody watch the game? Tony, you get to watch it, Mr. Tom?
No, I was at the doctor's.
I watched Manchester United versus Newcastle, to be fair, because it was on at work.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I watched the Chelsea match. Chelsea, of course, had their chances, but you got to be clinical in this day and age, or else you get punished. And they did.
I can believe that.
Yeah, Delap. I think here's the thing. Ipswich played us. They played us really well in terms of they limited us, and they did have some chances, but I think our defense is much better than Chelsea's, and that's the difference.
It's funny,
Yeah.
Gary. They use all these tiny goals and practice and stuff, but you don't have hardly any good shooters at all, and they just don't
Because you
exist.
know what? They're not shooting. They're not actually shooting at those goals. They're passing the ball in. And you know what? When it comes for me, you practice the way you play, and I don't know why Steven Seagal is out here dancing.
He's your mate, isn't he?
I think it changed, Gary, when Saka finally just started putting all into it. And he's like, this goal's going to go into the back of the net. Then he started scoring.
Yeah, you put your foot through it. It does sometimes go through the net, for sure. But yeah, so that's how Chelsea, they didn't have a good day today. Newcastle has been, as far as Newcastle has actually been, they've been on a roll here. They there you go. Outside of Nottingham Forest, they're on a better win tally than anybody else in the league. This won their last four.
Wasn't that long ago? They were like 12th or 13th.
Yeah, just you go on a good run. They've been doing that, so they've they've won the last four, but the four before that they had 2 losses and 2 draws. So the last 8 games have been a little up down there. So it hasn't been all she wrote. They get a good start to the season, then they dropped off for was it games 5 through 9? Then they had a couple of wins, then they dropped down from 12 to 15. So now they've been up and consistently steady. So we'll see how they do in the new year. Yeah, we'll see how they do in the new year. But they've had an up and down season, not been able to maintain. But they are sitting 5th right now in 6th place, having getting their first win in what? Is it their second win, or is it their second or third win in the last 12 or something like that? Manchester City gets a win over who did they play last? They played Leicester. 2-0 win on the road. So yeah, they've got 2 wins in their last 9 Premier League matches. 2 wins, 5 losses, 2 draws. So yeah,
Wondered what happened at the bottom.
That's not good. Yeah. Look at that, Leicester City. Yeah, there's been some changes on that bottom of that table because I think, Crystal Palace is a little closer to the bottom. Wolves have been struggling of late, even though they've been good and they've been bad.
Will Southampton get above 11 points?
That is going to be tough, man. That is going to be tough. They've given up 39 goals so far this season, and that's not even the worst. Think about it. Leicester City is worse than them with 42, but they've got 14 points. So, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be.
They do say that on average, a goal is worth a point. Like over the long haul, teams do tend to get the amount of points that is similar to the amount of goals they've scored. Well, it's not true in every case, but generally it is true.
Yeah, so they got probably 2 surprise wins there right now, right? And they might. No, is that nope? They got 15. Is it 15 goals? Yeah, is it 15 goals? What is it?
No, less
no, 12. It is 12. It's goals. So no, Southampton's got 12 goals, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, Leicester 22 goals. So I mean, what is the magic number? Is what 35, 40?
Historically, it was 40. When Leeds went down, it was about 35. Generally speaking, it's probably going to be 50. 50. It's going to be 30. It's going to be 30. Based off, and I know it's a freak result that Ipswich have beat Chelsea. I'm sure it was full deserved. But generally speaking, if Ipswich basically play the second half of the season like they've played the first half of the season, the magic number will be 31.
Mr. Tom, did you actually win on your bet today?
No, but I'm guessing Mr. Herbert sort of tailored the bet to. What did you actually do, Mr. Herbert?
Yeah,
Based on my recommendations.
Yeah, no, I kind of went with some of your bets today, so I don't think I won either. You didn't get a draw. But the Aussie Gunner says he loved that United Newcastle game.
That first half was incredible.
Mm.
I've seen Manchester United play poorly over the last 10 years. Well, obviously since they lost Alex Ferguson, but I've never seen Old Trafford. It was silent. That first half, it was silent. People could say I'm exaggerating, but it felt like they were waiting for it to get worse so they could get more angry at what was going on. Because Newcastle scored a third goal in that first half, but it got ruled out for. I mean, it was offside, but it it was just, if I was Newcastle, I'd have been fucking thrilled with that because they silenced old. Do you know how bad do you know how well you've got to play at Old Trafford to actually make 75,000 people shut their fucking mouth?
Yeah, I mean, these this season, at least Newcastle this season, they've been able to surprise teams in the first, early parts of games, getting the goals. It's going to be a good day for them when they get those goals early. It's
kind of like us, but we take gas, pedal off the gas way too much.
Yeah, and as Ozzy Goodness says here, Liverpool is one Van Dijk injury away from. I think they're one struggle from with Salah as well. Salah and Van Dijk, they're definitely the pillars. One of them or both of them struggles. I think as a team they will struggle. Konate can help, but can he hold up? I kind of, and I've said this before, I kind of feel like Van Dijk's doing a lot right now, and will he be able to be there at the end? Like Konate's been gone, but Van Dijk's been constant. Will he be able to maintain?
I personally, I have a controversial opinion on Van Dijk. I personally don't think he's actually the same player since September the 12th of the year 2020, because when Patrick Bamford ran past him with the ball, he lost his powers, in my opinion. You know how like when you cut off Samson's hair and he lost his powers? Because Patrick Bamford ran past him, it stripped of him all his talent. He's never been the same since. And he got injured He got injured about 2 weeks later to try and hide from the fact that Bamford had embarrassed him.
Yeah, he's a terrible player, that Van Dijk.
He is. To be fair, we've all said a lot of things about Mr. Bamford, and but we've said them knowing that he outpaced Van Dijk.
Yeah. How often does that happen, Mr. Tom?
It happened one time in our life. But it was enough. It was enough to have me sitting here nearly 4 years later. It is 4 years later. And I'm just like...
And where is this Bamford you speak of? What does he do for a living?
He nearly scored yesterday, to be fair to him.
Yeah, but what does he do for a living? How often is he?
He's usually got a seat on the Leeds United bench at the moment. And that has a podcast as well, which is not bad, to be fair to him.
Yeah. Hey, this is a crazy stat. This is a crazy stat. Man City and Newcastle have scored only one more goal than Wolves. That is crazy.
To be fair, how many goals has Haaland scored compared to Wolves? Put it another way. Put it another way. Before you think I'm overly praising Haaland, I bet Haaland had scored more goals than Wolves until we said stay humble.
Yeah, he was leading the league for like weeks and he hadn't scored. So
yeah,
only now has Salah caught him and passed him. But yeah, I
said this 2 weeks ago. When Wolves lost to West Ham, I said to Mark, because obviously Mark was angry, he rightfully. I still think it was a bit harsh of him to say about Leeds fucking it up, because we were actually being quite nice to him about it. And it was like, I said, when you sack the manager, and you will sack the manager, your team will suddenly find itself getting better. And it did.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where I think they let Nuno go before they wanted to do something differently. Like we're not going to you're not going to invest anymore into this. And we're going to see if it works. And it's like, no, you like, that's the problem. Unless you find diamonds in the rough on a consistent basis without spending much money, I think it's tough. Like, Brighton does spend some money to bring in these high risk players, and they work out, right? But you got to have that certain turnover because they do it all the time. Brighton. We'll see how they're doing. I mean, they're struggling now, but they're in 10th now, and we could see them go on a roll like they've done in the past. They get things clicking again, but
it's weird how fast since they're so close in points between fifth and 14th, how fast they go up and down the table, because Brighton was up there in fourth forever, that now just boom, smack down in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
This is why I think the Premier League is shit, because you look at this table and you think it could be like the Championship from 2007.
Is that one team just ran away with it?
Well, no, what I mean is, take away Liverpool and Arsenal in it and Chelsea, it could be the Championship from like the end of the decade, last decade. It really could, because half of these teams were in the Championship and didn't look like getting out of it.
Yeah, it's crazy. You don't even see Manchester United on there. I mean, that's crazy, right? You're looking at the table and there's no Manchester United. I mean, that team isn't there, right? I mean,
it's crazy how poor City's been. They're still sixth.
Yeah.
They're poor, but they've got 31 points.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, they're struggling, worse than some, but they are still in a good position. So, gotta watch out. I mean, I like the fact that if Arsenal gets a win, they will be 4 points above Chelsea, and they only have to catch Liverpool. I don't like. They always say the best time to be chasing is when you're right behind where you want to be. When Arsenal's sitting fourth and fifth, it's too many. There's a lot of teams to beat. I mean, it's still early, but still, I rather only have Liverpool to catch, because then then you know where you stand. All right.
Yeah.
You know where you stand. Like So yeah.
I know where my team stands.
Yeah. They sit in a good position. Liverpool still have Joe Gomez. I don't. Yeah, I mean, if Liverpool has to depend on Joe Gomez and Konate to get through a certain stretch of games, I think that might be a struggle. That might be a struggle. And there you go, people. For those who wanted to know, Leeds are sitting top of the table. One of the top scorers the top scorer in the championship.
Not even close. I mean, it kind of is close.
It's not close in the sense that, I mean, you're 11 goals scored more than
3 goals better off than Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
To be fair, to put that in context, Middlesbrough did win a game by 6-0, or sorry, they won like 6-2, something like that, and then won a game by 5. But generally, we've been smashing everyone.
And you know what? And that's with the games you've been struggling in, because I've sat there. I mean, we've sat there and watched games where you're like, "Oh, you're going to score a goal," and you haven't scored goals in some of those games, right? You might lose 2-1, but you've been losing 0-1.
To be fair, 3 defeats have all been 1-0.
Yeah, that's not, and you shouldn't, not with the team you got. That shouldn't happen. You should be able to get one goal.
The thing is, the team that won the championship, for context, and sorry, Cody, I know you have something to say. For context, the team that won the championship last season, Leicester City, lost 11 games and won the championship quite comfortably.
So if you were able to compete in this one, you're feeling better about yourself. And for those who did not know, I think a couple of days ago, it was the big man or the wee man's birthday. He just turned 16. He can illegally drive now. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I meant
Can you legally drive? Can you legally drive in the UK at 16?
I don't know. My finger slipped.
Oh man, get that guy off the screen.
Kanate is a perfectly good player, Gary.
No, I didn't say Kanate wasn't. I said, can Kanate hold up like a Virgil van Dijk? That's almost like saying to me. That's almost like saying to me, who's better, Saliba or Gabriel? Who's the better defender? No, so you think Gabriel is? So you're telling me that if Gabriel was out, Arsenal might struggle a bit with Saliba, and I don't think so. I think Saliba offers a more. He's the better player, and Gabriel's the more consistent player now. He hasn't been in the past, but now I think he is. And he so I think together they've been kind of close, but I think Saliba's got the higher ceiling, so he's the better player.
I don't think so. Who scores more
Saliba
goals?
still has room to grow. I don't think Gabriel's gonna improve that much more than where he is today.
He will.
I don't think so.
Center backs generally don't hit their peak until they're like 32, 33. They're way off. That's why it's really hard to pick a young.
We'll see if they make it we'll see if they make it to that age. For those who are watching this wrestling thing, Dakota Kai beat Zoe Stark. So there you go. I think Saliba is harder to replace. So there you go.
The lesbian beat the lesbian biker.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't have to bring that up, but anyways.
Yeah, I did. You put on this screen.
You didn't have to say anything. You could have just let it slide and move on. That's what I said. Just because something comes up on your screen doesn't mean you have to comment on it. You can just let it slide. Move on.
Fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
Just move on.
Gary, you're the best. You're the best. You're the best host. You're the best host of Monday Night Trip.
Can you tell Gary the name?
No. Nobody wants to know about that. Anyways, Saliba is harder to replace, right? I think Saliba's got the highest ceiling. You think Gabriel has a higher ceiling than Saliba? I think you're wrong. But,
he scores more. He makes less mistakes.
Who's your best player in your club?
Saka.
The best player in our squad is Saka.
But let's pretend Saka doesn't exist for the purposes.
The best player for me is Saliba.
So who's the second best player in your club?
For me, it's Saliba.
It's Gabriel. Look who's talking during those set pieces and corner.
I'm going by performances for me, and I like Saliba's performances.
You don't like Gabriel's goals?
I like Saka. I like Araya. I like Saliba. I like Gabriel. Erdegaard when he's healthy. I like him. Yeah. I like Ben White. I like Timber. You've got a solid number of players that I like.
I don't like Ben White as much.
I think people want Timber to go over and Calafiori to take the spot, but I kind of felt like we haven't. It wasn't as if Ben White hasn't played well over the last 2 seasons. It sounds like we've been playing injured for this season as it is. And I think the team has grown into where a Timber and a Calafiori probably the makeup of a fullback that Arteta wants, right? But I kind of felt like Ben White, if he was healthy, I don't think we would be struggling because of it.
But Ben White got hurt at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Arteta actually listened to me, and he finally played a back three, so he wasn't having to run so much on his bad leg.
Yeah. All right, and I think we just like Skelly, right? So thinking about it, you got Skelly, you got Calafiori, right? You got Skelly, you got Calafiori. They're playing out of position, but they're playing well. Skelly's actually playing well as a left back, but he's more a midfielder, right? So like Arteta's got all these players that are actually performing for him out of position, all right?
But what would you think you would get out of him if you moved him up to the left 8?
Who?
Skelly.
Is he a left 8? I don't know. Is he a left 8 by by nature? Is he, I don't know. Like I know he's a midfielder, but is he a left 8? You know, I mean, I don't know.
Somebody needs to put their stamp on that job.
Yeah. I don't know if he's a I don't know. I don't know where. Huh? What nonsense are you bringing up?
Stampy.
Yeah, he's a defensive midfielder, a central defender. So he's more in a central position. So he's not. I don't think he's an 8. I think he's more of a 6 based on this, right? A defensive midfielder, central midfield. That's more of a 6, right? So here you go. I'll tell you this much from what we have seen. He is more suited to play in that central mid defender role like Partey, because he's shown the strength to hold up under pressure and take the ball up the pitch on the half turn. Rice hasn't been able to do that. So, in that sense, yeah. So, yeah. And Calafiori, people are saying he should be the one coming in for Gabriel. He should be he's a center back by trade. So, Arteta needs to figure that one out. And like he's got these players that have better positions for them.
Yeah, but all those guys have been used in both positions. They've been used as left.
No, but it's their best position now. When you're not playing them when you're playing them out of position, and they, like for me, Ben White was came in as a center a center back, right, and he can hold up there. Went out to the left, and he looked better as a fullback, right, and under Arteta's system. So there you go. Yeah, Saliba 3 goals, Gabby 9 between them, 5 between Trossard and Martinelli. Yeah, that's a problem. It's a problem. Yeah. No, like I said, I think Saliba's got the highest ceiling. That's why you hold on to the better ceiling player. All right, Gabby is older, but more senior.
He's much more of a leader, though. You always
do you need a leader just to be the best player on your team? Because Saka is our best player, but he's not the leader. He doesn't even talk. When he's given the armband, he doesn't even talk then, right?
I think what Gabriel says works.
No, he's in a position. He's in a role for it. I think when you're playing in the center of the pitch, you have more influence on the game, right? Than you are when you play out wing, and you get. I mean, Saka does his job well out there, but he's not asked to. I think bring two lines together, right through the middle.
What you're forgetting, Gary, is this hodgepodge crew of left backs that have been on there, and
what does that have to do with what we're talking about, though?
Because it leaves Gabriel exposed. That's how good he actually.
Are we really struggling that bad because of the left backs that we have? And are you telling me that we're struggling so bad because of the left backs that we've been playing this season? I don't think so. I'm telling you, I think our problem is we don't score enough goals. I don't think our defense is a problem. No matter how many players we put back in what position on the left or right, I don't think it's made much of a difference.
We're still silly enough to put Zinchenko back there as a left back.
It's not hurt. We're not hurting because of our defense. We've given up 2 goals in, I think, one game, or 2 goals in like 2004. That doesn't happen too often. Teams score more than 2 goals against us, much less 2 goals as it is. We're defensively not the problem, no matter who we bring in. No, Skelly's an 8, so there you go. Yeah, I'm just looking at where he's played, and it looks like he's played. It said he's played more in the central part, so I don't know how that plays out in the 8. But he looks really strong, and I think he can hold up as a player that can bring 2 lines together. So we've seen it already, right? Yeah. So
maybe he can be our next Gilberto.
Yeah, no, I think Skelly, like I said, I feel like the confidence and trust that Skelly's getting in where he should be getting that over, I don't know, anybody, because I don't think Martinelli and Trossard are offering it. So why don't you see if and where he can?
Tom, do you want to know what made me really love Gilberto?
Well, crap. We don't talk about that for
not bad.
Do you mean Gilberto Silva?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Playing FIFA 05 and 06 because he was a beast. You put him in there and he could tackle anybody without committing a foul.
He was a good player.
Yeah.
And Robin Van Persie ran like 1,000 miles an hour. He's like a whole streak of lightning.
There you go. Gabby's a leader. Yeah. Yeah, no, Gabby's definitely more of a leader, but like I said, I think Saliba's got has got the ceiling. Maybe that's why it's easy to see him go. You know, yeah. Did you guys see that as well? Supposedly, Partey off to Barcelona on a free in January. If Arsenal said Partey, you can leave in January on a free, that is the dumbest thing ever.
What would that be? Them having them pay the wages and stuff?
It doesn't matter. Why would you let him leave in January on a free?
Not when you want to win a title.
It's to get it. Could it be for free up some money for another signing? Maybe. I'm not saying it's happening, but when you said why would you let him go for a free, that would be an answer.
Yeah, I just felt like I don't. I don't know. I hear what you're saying. You're gonna free up some monies for that, but I mean, that I
personally don't think it's true.
Yeah.
I think it's the sort of thing you get come up basically just before transfer season's about to start. Because obviously, for a certain individual, for argument's sake, we'll call him F. Romano, for example. He is getting warmed up, Henny, to start firing out nonsense and things that may be true, maybe not be true.
Yeah, but most of the stuff we do is correct, but it's not like it's like it's him picking up a phone. It's not anything else that he.
Yeah,
it's just who they trust to share the information.
True. No, I am.
But to me, Gary, you're forgetting the elephant in the room. That we don't have a football. We don't have a football director.
But you don't need a football director to make the right moves. Right? You have a player. You have him. Is it Gary Eto who sat behind Edu? I mean, did he not learn anything from him? If he did learn anything from him, then we were fine. Same reason why Arteta became the manager and coach of Arsenal, not having done it ever. Why? Oh, because he sat next to Pep, right? I kind of feel like it's just to get us by, and it's just to get us by. And right now, this is Gary Eto. This is that half season that Arteta got when he took over for Arsenal, right? Just get through this half season. We'll see where we're at in the new, when the summer comes. So, Gary Eto, if we need to make some deals, you're gonna have to do some work there. So, yeah. So we're getting to the end of the show here, folks. But we're gonna get a couple comments here, and then we'll chat it. We'll talk for a little bit, and we'll get out of here. Lonzo, I see a comment here. I appreciate it. Yeah. We've been trying to talk to you. So I'm glad you kind of hopefully you've seen a little bit of what we're talking about. So we'll see how that all plays out as the rest of these days go. Yeah. So we'll check. We will continue on. And we'll see how that plays out, but I appreciate that. So thank you for the words.
What are you drinking there, Gary?
What do you mean, what am I drinking there?
Your beer.
Oh, it's a Yingling. So, traditional America's oldest brewery. Yes. I saw that Fabio Vieira coming back. Like, why? Why? You let him go because he wasn't performing for you. He hasn't really shown that he's done anything that would be so easy to bring him back. So for me, I don't think.
Me and Tom had that talk the other day. It's like instead of just continuously loaning these players out? Why don't you just sell them? Because if you're not using them, they're of no use to you.
Yeah. And if you send them out on loan, let them build up some value. And I know Mr. Tom wants me to move on to the next comment, and I'm probably not even going to do it because I see how eager he is to just do something different than talk about football.
Just play the Chris video so I can eat the food and we can get out of here.
Oh, do you have crisp? Is that what you have? But anyways, we have this one. So we do have
a new crisp.
You got a new crisp, so people
a new brand of crisp.
So we're gonna do that. So here we go. We'll be right back with a little intro break. But here we go, people. Anthony, you said you were done talking about non-football things, but you're praying here.
What brand do we got there, Tom?
We've got a new brand. It's called Chio.
All right.
Oh.
It's Chio.
That's a brand I have not heard of. All right.
Brand you might not want to hear of.
We'll see.
It's Chio, bro. Chio, bro.
What's the flavor?
What's brother short for? So what's bro short for? Brother. Brother. Hey, brother. I'm about to eat some crisps, dude.
What's the flavor of those?
Let's be fair. It's barbecue, obviously. And Gary's upset, obviously, because I didn't buy like cat shit or something like that. Cat shit flavor.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cat litter.
I need ugly face.
Oh, they are rather sharp.
Mm.
Tom, I want to play-by-play. You sniff that bag 3 times, and you hold that crisp out there. What in your senses had failed to tell you that it was going to taste god awful?
The thing with that India's magic masala, it smelled nice. It did not smell like it tasted. It tasted like a cow with shit in my mouth.
Okay, that doesn't sound good.
Is that the first time that's happened to you, Tom?
Well, I don't live at the farm, Gary. Tony.
Oh, well, or you can come visit me and you got cows right behind me.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I can't think of anything that would be worse, sir.
You wouldn't like it.
All right, so let's get a score this week.
These are 8 out of 10, bog standard.
8 out of 10. All right, that sounds pretty good. All right.
They are nice. I will eat the entire thing. Do you know when I got rid of the chili one?
Right after the show,
immediately after the show. I was like, yeah, I'm glad. I'm forever grateful they didn't make me throw up on the show. But bog standard, bog out, bang average.
All right, very cool. All right, 8 out of 10 for the Chio barbecue flavored crisps. All right, people. So here we go. We're gonna get out of here. So Tony, I'm gonna let you have your say. Let Mr. Tom nibble a little bit. Tony, it's time for us to get out of here.
Come watch this Thursday, whether we end up on missile dropkick or full Nelson. Hasn't been decided yet.
No, I have decided. I have decided. No, it will be on Tony's channel on Thursday.
There you go.
Okay, come tune in at 10 p.m. UK time.
Cool.
We'll have fun.
There you go.
Thanks everybody for joining, and Hopefully you follow your New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
People do them for a month. I forgot what percentage of uptake of like gym memberships they are, but it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
That
No.
people just stop going after like 2 or 3 times going. They're like, "Fuck this! This is too much work."
Yep.
Well,
I can't imagine anything more insufferable than a gym on the 1st of January compared to the 18th of January.
I think I won some money, Mr. Tom. I'm gonna have to
Explain,
check
sir.
there. I was just checking my FanDuel account, and the balance has gone up. Not like crazy money, but like
It's gone up to notice that it's not gone down.
Yeah. So it has. Let's see if I can look at. I can look at my bets here. So let's see which ones.
If they've made a mistake, then take the money before they realise.
That's one of my 2 favorite donations. Warren gave me a third of his 225-pound bet, and another one was Andrew giving up his Chris for a week.
Oh, you know what? Here we go. So here is this. This is. Oh man. Oh boy. So on I didn't realize this, but on Boxing Day, I guess I put in a couple of bets here. I had Nottingham Forest over that team at Fulham. Over Chelsea. I had a draw, the Brighton Brentford match, and then I had Arsenal over Ipswich. That 14 parlay.
Yeah.
That 14 parlay, I only put in $1.77. But
how much did it yield?
No, not even a dollar. 77 cents.
How much did it send your way, sir?
Sent me back. It got me $55.
Outstanding.
So
I'm not even saying that sarcastically.
No. I usually, I'm usually between the 1 and between 10 cents if it's like a if it's like a one of the round robins, or or up to $1.77 is kind of my range right now. So so I could have, like, if I doubled that, I could have had $100, but you never know. You never know when you're gonna win. But that one, yeah, I guess I think the Chelsea one, the Chelsea Fulham match, is probably the one that got me over the. Yeah, that was the big one. That was the big one there. Because
imagine if you went 10 times higher and put in $7.
Well, you shouldn't, if Mr. Tom.
That's how it catches you out.
Yeah, so that's how you lose a tons of your money. But if you stay, like, I'll increase my range as I have a bigger cash flow, because I want to be like, I've played since Mr. Tom won me the big money. I've stayed in a certain range, and I've been able to maintain that range. And every time and once in a while, I have a big blip, and a big blip gets me up top. But like it did here. So yeah. So this is that was a good day. So like I said, I don't check the balances. I just bet. But that was a good one.
Leeds won the last game on that week, if I remember rightly, Mr. Herbert.
Yeah.
So Leeds won you your money.
Yeah. So that was a good day.
I'll be glad when sports gambling's legal here in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You can bet on everything else. You can bet on horses. You can go to the casino. You can go watch cockfights. Bet on that.
I missed out on a here we go. I missed out on a 5-leg parlay because Chris Wood
5-leg parlay.
Because sorry Tony. One is because Chris Wood did not get one shot on target.
That's strange, actually.
I had 5 players to get a shot on target. Only 3 did. Chris Wood was one that didn't, and I guess Welbeck didn't play. So I think that, I don't know if that voids it or if what that does to the odds, but that was unfortunate. So yeah, that's kind of how some of my bets have gone. But yeah.
Congratulations to Gary.
So that was a good one.
To Mr. Herbert.
That was a good one, yeah.
So I think betting in the dark with Gary.
Yeah, I don't know. That was, like I said, that was one of those. Like, during the betting with the dark, I'll do the bets that make sense for Mr. Tom, because he put some nonsensical ones up. But he knows what he's doing. But otherwise, I usually follow the bets to the T.
It's almost as if I have an agenda that I carry out weekly.
It seems like it. It seems like it. Tony, anything else you want to say to the people?
Nope, just have a good New Year and look
I just
forward to the
realised
next day.
in the upset pick challenge, I had IPSWICH. I just realised.
Oh, you did. Oh.
God damn it!
There you go. There you go.
Points, baby, points. Sorry,
very nice.
Sorry.
Very nice.
Congratulations
So,
to IPSWICH.
Since Ray's sending at 1 a.m. and I didn't look at my Twitter until about noon.
Not your fault. Not his fault.
Yeah, but you know the bet's gonna come in before the games, so and when the games are. So, and you're usually up, most of the time. This time not, but it's coming. It's coming. So Tony says bye. Say bye, Tony.
Good night, Tony.
Say good night to 2024, Tony.
Yeah, fuck you, 2024.
There you go.
Well, let's see if 2025 can be any shittier.
There we go. I think he wants to go downhill as opposed to uphill. So he's doing it all backwards, but that's what he wants.
I want to go uphill, but I'm like Cephalus going up the mountain with a boulder. But every time I go up there, they give me a bigger boulder to roll up the next step. And a bigger boulder.
It's called a challenge. It's called a challenge. Mr. Tom, what you say to the people?
I've said a lot tonight, so I don't know what I can say that I haven't already said. But no, seriously, thank you, everyone. I really do appreciate the people that have given their time to this from all over the planet. Lots of continents here. Mate, I said continents, not the other word. Not with a U. Anyway, I don't even know what that means in all truth. But sorry, what's that? Sorry, I'm starting to feel the power of Hulkamania, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. I've been to the top of the mountain with this Gary dude.
Just tell him we're.
And I'm standing over here with all the power of Hulkamania and the pythons, the 24-inch pythons, and I've been drinking my milk, saying my prayers, and taking my vitamins, brother. The fact that there was loads of steroids in that milk and vitamins is irrelevant, brother.
How many anabolic steroids?
All of them. All of them.
In
I
a
shared them
gallon
with
of
Savage.
milk.
All of them. Savage couldn't get enough of them. But no, we want to appreciate that Gary's done for us, dude, where he was basically like, yeah, brother, you want to come on my show, brother? And I'm making Gary sound like superstar Billy Graham, baby. And sorry, and Dusty. I'm Dusty Rhodes, baby. I'm up here, baby. I'm here with my Barney Cable, baby. Sorry, what's that?
Who's your son?
Billy Idol, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, hello, Stefan.
Nice.
Oh,
Gary.
Mm.
Is it a crime on Tom that he hasn't heard Billy Idol's White Wedding?
Is it a crime? Yeah. Well, as a Brit, probably not.
who's Billy Idol?
There you go. See. There you go.
So,
Mr. Tom, are you gonna hold up the United Kingdom flag and flags in the dark?
I actually have one flag in my possession, and it's not a UK.
It's your favorite. It's his favorite country, USA.
Yeah.
So there you go. And Stefan did join us. So Stefan, he woke up from, as you said, what was he doing when the game was on?
He was having a post-match tug.
There you go. He finally has joined us. But thanks for joining us. And he says you should know who Billy Idol is, but obviously you don't because you're not at that. You're not at the right levels.
Apparently, he looks like Dusty's son.
He probably, to some degree, a little bit. Yeah, it's just a little bit skinnier, but yeah. So, Mr. Tom, tell the people pretty much where to go.
I've been authorized by the leader of this channel to tell you all to go fuck yourself. And Happy New Year.
Cool.
Where can we find you next time?
Yeah, there we go.
I can be found on Thursday night on the in my opinion, one of the greatest shows on YouTube, Slags in the Dark, which we're kind of considering changing the Flags in the Dark.
There you go. It was.
Then we definitely won't remove the L from flag because that'd be offensive. But anyway, no. But in all seriousness, Flags on the Dark, flags on the Dark. I don't even know what that is. Slags in the Dark on a Thursday night, and then I might even just walk across the YouTube landscape and go sit with Tony to discuss whatever happened in American wrestling this week.
There you go. There you go, people. So check it out. Busy week. Everybody, thank you for joining us. It's been a great 2024. It's been great because we've been able to do this pretty much every week. Most of the weeks have been Mr. Tom, but I've been here too. Tony has joined us when he can, and we've had Spencer joined us.
Best thing about this year, Gary.
Yes, sir.
I didn't do any videos from the hospital.
That's a plus. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. And who else has been on the show? I think Alonso's been on the show. I think Sam has been on the show. Sam's always on the show on weekends, but who else has joined us midweek Mondays? I think that might be. Yeah, I think we've been able to keep it consistent most of the season. Yes.
It's been a pretty short leash there, Gary.
Yeah. So here we go, everyone. So thanks for joining us. Have a good rest of the year. We'll see you in 2005. Hopefully Arsenal is securely
We've got
in
a time machine. We're going back to 2005.
Yeah, I'm not good with this number thing, but 2025 we will be back. We'll see you guys then. Once again, if you haven't already, subscribe and like and like and subscribe.
Gary, are you one of those guys that's March and you're putting 2024 on there?
I probably will be putting 2024, even though I know it's 2025 for a bit. So yeah.
Subscribe, motherfucker. Come on.
There you go. And that's so there you go. You heard it here.
What's the final number of the night? Where do we?
No, I don't even know.
Gary stands.
Let's see. Let me see what it says here. I'll go to the channel and see what it says. But we're sitting at 197. We are 3 away from the 200 mark. Very cool. Very cool. I think you're supposed to have more subscribers than videos or something like that. I think that's what you want to do. Oh, look at Tony with the fireworks. So everybody, thanks for joining us. We'll do this again. We'll start all over again in 2025. Doing what we do. But thanks for joining us.
There we go.
Enjoy it. We're gonna get out of here.
Do this one, Gary?
What does that mean? Oh yeah, everybody. Yeah, Happy New Year. Have a happy New Year. Be safe.
It's fucking everything.
We'll see you guys in 2025, everybody.
IPSWICH and then fucking Stefan appeared.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And we're out of here. Everybody enjoy. Have a good one. We'll talk to you all
next year
later.
Gary.
Yeah. Life is a journey. Don't waste your trip.